few days to transform your life, that sounds rather ambitious, not to say completely unrealistic. Actually, change isn't always possible in weeks or months or even years. A lot of life's most intense changes begin within a single instant of clarity or decision or heightened period of intense action. 3 days may not be enough to complete a full transformation, but it is certainly enough to set a powerful foundation for lasting change. In our fast-paced world, people often feel trapped in routines, stuck in patterns that seem impossible to break. They wait for the perfect time to make a change, whether it's improving their health, enhancing their productivity, or reshaping their mindset. But the real change comes into action from the day you decide to transform. It depends on dedicating a small yet intense time for the whole process. Here, the 3-day transformation theory takes place, eliminating distractions and focusing completely on self-improvement. A shift is set off, driving you towards long-term growth. Mindset is one of the most critical aspects of a short-term transformation. Our beliefs shape our actions, and our actions define our outcomes. In just 3 days, it is possible to rewire limiting beliefs and replace them with empowering thoughts. Through intentional reflection, journaling, and visualization, you can shift your perspective on what is possible. A concentrated 3 days can break the cycle of self-doubt that prevents most people from working towards their objectives and just simply hesitates. The third factor in rapid transformation is having some structure. Without a clear plan, even the best intentions can fade fast. A well-designed 3-day approach includes setting specific goals, creating a schedule, and eliminating distractions. Whether it be about health, productivity, or emotional well-being, having a clear plan ensures that every single moment is utilized to the best of its ability. These simple yet powerful actions, starting the day with clarity, engaging in deep work, and practicing mindfulness, can bring about great change in a short time. However, momentum is also a strong power that makes a real transformation in such a short time. Most people fail to sustain changes in their lives because they never gather enough momentum to sustain their efforts. A focused 3-day period serves as an intense jumpstart, providing the energy and motivation needed to continue on the path of transformation. When individuals see even small results within a short time frame, their belief in their ability to change strengthens, making them more likely to sustain their progress. 3 days can be a small time window, but such is enough to create a ripple that will take longer periods than the initial duration. Submerging oneself completely in personal growth, embracing changes in mindset, and making deliberate, purposeful steps can drive transformation that sets ground for sustainable change. The length of the time is not as important as the intensity and commitment brought into those 3 days. Your life is a reflection of your choices, habits, and mindsets. Every day you make decisions that shape your future, whether consciously or unconsciously. The question, your life is an invitation to pause and reflect on whether you are truly living the life you desire. Are you in control of your destiny, or are you merely going through the motions? It's a moment of reflection that actually brings about real change, making you question if you are really satisfied with what is going on in your life, or if you can do something better. A lot of people go through life on autopilot, following old routines and habits. They wake up, go to work, interact with the same people, and do the same things every day without ever questioning whether these actions really reflect their heart's desires. This lack of awareness often brings stagnation in life, making it predictable and uninspiring. But the truth is, life is meant to be dynamic, full of growth, learning, and transformation. Your life is a wake-up call, appealing to question whether you are indeed living or only existing. Self-reflection can be highly needed, and this mainly includes the call for honesty. It is not always pleasant to accept that some aspects of your life are not as satisfying as you would want them to be. Maybe your work does not bring you happiness. Your relationships are strained, or you have fallen into unhealthy habits that siphon your energy. Acknowledging these truths is not a sign of failure, but the first step to creating a better future. Without awareness, change is impossible, but once you recognize what needs to change, you gain the power to take action. Another important aspect of self-reflection is knowing what really matters to you. In the hustle and bustle of daily responsibilities, it is easy to lose sight of personal values and passions. Many people chase goals that society deems important, financial success, social status, or external validation, without considering whether these goals align with their authentic desires. Is this the life I want? You create space to rediscover what brings you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of purpose. Taking control of your life is not a change that happens overnight. It starts with small, intentional shifts in your thoughts and behaviors. In as short as 3 days, you can begin to reshape your mindset, set new goals, and take steps toward a more fulfilling life. The key is to move from passive existence to active participation, where every decision is made with purpose and intention. Finally, your life is a question, but it is much more than that. It's an invitation to step into your power. It is a call to break free from the constraints of limiting beliefs, to question the status quo, and to begin living with clarity and purpose. Transformation starts at the very moment you take responsibility for your life and decide you deserve better. The path to change is always available. The only question is whether you are ready to take the first step. What if just 72 hours could redefine your mindset, habits, and outlook? Ideas that just such an extremely short period may create meaningful transformation seem improbable, but a little in reality, really, it is possible. Change does not always require months or years. It often begins with a single decision followed by deliberate, focused action. When approached with intention, 72 hours can serve as a catalyst for profound shifts in your thinking, behavior, and overall direction in life. Time is often seen as a barrier to transformation. People believe they need endless weeks of preparation before making changes, which leads to procrastination and stagnation. But real change is not about the amount of time, it's about the level of commitment brought to the process. When you dedicate yourself fully to a goal, even a short time frame can be incredibly powerful. A focused 72 minus 2 minus minus 2 minus clarity moments. Opening our Facebook campaign, creating viral videos, building a commitment, worked on a macro, led to a micro. There's great power in this. One of the reasons a 3-day transformation can be effective is the principle of immersion. When you fully engage in a process, removing distractions, setting clear goals, and dedicating yourself completely, you create an environment where rapid change becomes possible. Whether it is adopting a new mindset, building a healthier routine, or shifting the way you approach challenges, the key is to eliminate resistance and allow yourself to be fully present in the experience. The brain is really plastic, and it can form new neural connections even in such a short period of time. Science has proven that focused, intentional effort can start rewiring thought patterns almost right away. Therefore, by consistently reinforcing positive beliefs and habits over 72 hours, you create momentum that makes it easier to continue them going forward. Whether you are trying to break a cycle of negative thoughts, improve productivity, or better your emotional well-being, the first step is creating a structured plan and executing it with full commitment. Energy management is one of the most important things for a successful 72-hour transformation. Many people try to change their lives when they feel exhausted, dazed, or preoccupied. For a real transformation to occur, a focused, clear mind and emotional investment are required. So, it goes without saying that one must optimize their energy during the 3-day period. Resting properly, hydration, proper eating, and some practices concerning mindfulness contribute significantly to the high mental and physical capacity to change. Momentum plays a key role in sustaining transformation beyond the initial 72 hours. The goal is not to achieve perfection in 3 days, but to create a shift that can be carried forward. Small wins build confidence, and once you see tangible results, it becomes easier to maintain the habits and mindset you have developed. The most important thing is to begin taking that first step, no matter how small, creates the forward motion needed for long-term success. Ultimately, 72 hours is enough to redefine what is possible in your life. It is enough to shift your mindset, establish new habits, and gain clarity on your next steps. The real question is not whether transformation can happen in such a short time. It is whether you are ready to commit to the process. Could 72 hours really redefine your mindset, habits, and outlook? The idea may sound ambitious, but the truth is that meaningful change begins with small, decisive actions. Over the course of 3 days, you have the power to lay the foundation for a completely new perspective on life. Your mindset, the way you interpret and respond to the world, can be reshaped. Your habits, the small, repeated actions that determine success or failure, can be adjusted. And your perspective on how you envision your life to be can change. Even just 72 hours with focus on these areas, it can create a huge momentum shift that sets you up for a lifetime of growth. The first and often most important area when transforming is attitude or mindset. The way you think affects everything you do. Many people operate on limiting beliefs, negative self-talk, and fear of failure. All these can hold them back from reaching their full potential. However, thought patterns are not permanent. You can start replacing them with empowering beliefs that work for your goals in just 3 days. One of the best ways to do this is through conscious awareness, or noting when you are thinking negatively and then actively reframing it. For example, instead of saying, I can't do this, change to, I am capable of learning and improving. This small but potent change in self-talk can make all the difference in how you tackle challenges and opportunities. Habits are the second pillar of transformation. These are small actions each day that cumulatively shape the overall results over the long haul. Many are held captive in unhelpful habits simply because they do not disrupt their current ways of operating. A 3-day reset helps you intentionally insert new habits in exchange for some of the old. The catch is to begin with small momentum, to build a growing sense of improvement. For example, if you want to become more productive, you might dedicate the first day to eliminating distractions, the second to practicing focused work sessions, and the third to refining your time management strategies. By committing to these changes over 72 hours, you begin creating a habit loop that can continue well beyond the initial period. Your outlook on life is equally important in the transformation process. A negative or stagnant attitude will lock one in a particular cycle, while a positive, growth-related attitude will open up opportunities. If the individual takes 3 days, reflects on their goals, visualizes success, and envisions a clear path toward their future, then indeed it will be the difference. When you begin to see what is possible and truly believe in your potential, you naturally begin to make choices that align with that vision. Techniques such as journaling, meditation, and visualization can be powerful tools in shifting your perspective and reinforcing your new outlook. Focus on mindset, habits, and outlook for 72 hours. By focusing on those areas, you lay the ground for a life change that may be permanent. It is not an end product, but a start to drive you forward. For change occurs as soon as you decide on it. And you can, within a couple of days, gain control of your life in ways you did not think was possible.